it's T here. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. I really so appreciate it. Today we're just gonna like chit chat, get ready with me. Last week I did a first impression of all these products, and last week was such a mess that I just wanted to give these products another shot and try it on one more time. So if you want to see how I got this look, then keep on watching. I did not do my brows today because there's a new brow product. Also, sorry, I'm gonna be itching a lot because I have cats and you know, they shed. So this is gonna be the Ravie Beauty dark brown brow pen. So I'm just gonna grab this spoolie. Also, I'm doing this and spooling my brows is just to get all the excess oil. Okay, so this is what the brow pencil looks like. It's just like similar to the Anastasia brow wiz. That matches me. It's not warm. I tend to like a ashier brow shade. It just, for me, my hair is like black and I kind of look, it's like a black gray. It's not very warm. When I put on brow product, it tends to pull super warm on me. So this is what it currently looks like. This is like easy, creamy, and it's like skinny. I really love a good skinny brow pencil because you could be really precise with it. Okay, this is new that I know that when I first tried this, it was not a favorite. My first impression of it, and usually I want to give grace to first impression, is learning curve. So this is the L'Oreal. It looks really funny. It has two prongs, but that's what's unique about it. So how I've been learning how to use this is I take the two prongs and I draw my front end hairs. So just watch. I just take it and I draw hair strokes. I do not use it to fill in my actual brows. I do feel like that's where we went wrong last time, and I find that was not it. So with first impressions, I find that it's really hard on a product because you're like learning how to use it for the very first time, the color, and most of the time the first impressions you're using other new products with it. So I wanna give this a fair chance, and this is how I've been using it off camera. This is my technique and method, is just using that prong to shape the brows. Okay. Now that we've spent a gazillion years on our brows, what do you guys think? Does it look amazing? It looks awesome. Okay, now, so we're gonna go back to the basics today, baby. Before I do that, let me just quickly prime my eyelids. Still using my Makeup by Mario Master Mattes until I find something better. Something that will beat this, and that something has not arrived yet. So this is just my current ride or die. I bounce back and forth between the shade Bisque and Sandstone. Those are just the two that works the best with me. And then I also really like the dark espresso shade for one of those one and done shadow look, just to get out of the door. And this is like really good for my oily eyelids and any type of eyelid actually. This will prolong the wear time of your shadow. I'm gonna go into the Makeup by Mario, the neutral. This is the more cool tone ashier, and I'm just going to just do something really natural, nothing too like over the top. So I'm just gonna blend this shade into my crease. Just want a more neutral, cool tone look. I feel like I've been doing like really warm shadow looks lately. Okay, so we're just gonna blend that into the crease, and I'm going to take this shade right here, and I'm gonna go into the gray shade because again I wanted a more ashier brown look. Okay, now that we have that down, I did want to go in with the Ravie Beauty Drift. This I put on last week. It was a mess because of this certain product, and if you watched it you'll know which product this is, but it was such a shame that it just didn't work out. And it's also my fault because I put a liquid cream highlighter on my eyelid and everything was literally slipping off my face and eyelid. It was a nightmare. I'm gonna grab my small definer brush. We're gonna have a gray tone smoked out look. So we're gonna go in with this gray shade right here and just smudge that and smoke it out. And this also will really help the shadow just stay on forever. Wow, this is such a pretty shade. I don't know if they're an indie brand, but I do know that it's woman owned, and I just love that. We're always here to support entrepreneurs and smaller brands. I'm gonna go back in with that gray shade from the Makeup by Mario palette. And we're also going to be smudging her out on this side. Oh shoot, I have a new lip treatment mask. Okay, I totally forgot, I just looked down. This is the ALPYN? I don't know if that's how they pronounce their name, their brand, but it's the Plumping Lip Mask, Sweet Agave and Willow Bark. This is Clean Clinicals and Wild Plants. Ooh, let's try this out. So this is what it looks like inside. Very cute. This reminds me of like the Summer Friday. Do you know what I'm talking about? The Summer Friday. This is what it's in the squeezy tube like everyone. Nothing. What does this smell like? It's like a little fruity, citrusy. It's my first time trying this brand. So I'm just gonna let it sit here while I finish the rest of my makeup. So I'm actually gonna put on some eyelid tape and I will be right back to finish the rest of the eyes. To finish up this eye look, I'm going to use this Glitterpuck by Half Magic in Glimmer Pop. You do have to be really careful with this because it falls out because it's so soft. I'm making a mess right now, but that's what we have going on. And we're just gonna, I find that the best way with this is just to use your finger and lightly stamp it on, and it gives the prettiest. You kind of want to push it, like just lightly just push it onto your lid to stick. Wow. All right, we're just having a little bit of a party on the eyes. I'm going to use this Lash Latex, the sample size I'm still using this. I told you guys I would finish this and then give you guys my final thought if this is worth it. So far, I can tell you that it's not like my Thrive Cosmetic tubing mascara, but it's a good tubing mascara so far. So before I recommend this, I wanna just finish the entire sample size. And YSL, I feel like, honestly, YSL out of all the luxury brands that does mascara at Sephora, I feel like YSL is like the top. Their Lash Clash is pretty good. I just also feel like for me, for mascara, like drugstore for the price, it's just unbeatable. And with the sample size, for me, I feel like it's better when it's like slightly almost dried, but not there yet. Like it still has life to it, but I do feel like this is, because it's a sample size, the tube is so small that a lot of air gets into it very fast, that I'm probably gonna get like 2 to 3 more usage out of this and then it'll be dunzos. All right, this is what the mascara looks like. And then we will get into complexion. I have something new here. This is the Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer Broad Spectrum SPF 30 sunscreen from NARS. I'm in the shade Medium Zero Mykonos. I don't know what it is, but I've been in my like tinted foundation, tinted sunscreen era lately. So this is what it looks like. This is my first time using this. I do want to grab the NARS Soft Matte. Might be a little warm for me, but it's gonna be okay. It's like your light, buildable, has a smell, like a little scent. Nothing perfumey. It's like kind of floral, a little bit yellow and warmer. I was hoping it was gonna pull a little bit more neutral, but it's okay. It does give this like skin-like, it's still peeking through. It just has this like fresh, glowy look to it, like a healthier glow. I'm sure you can like rub this in with your hands, but I usually don't like to do that, especially with tinted serums or tinted foundation, tinted sunscreen, all the tinteds. I didn't realize this has SPF in it. Otherwise, I would have not put sunscreen on during my skincare routine. It's like habit for me. I have this Fenty Beauty Cheeks Out Cream Bronzer in the shade Macchiato. So I'm so glad I was able to get 03 Macchiato. I'm going to take my cream bronzer brush like so. Just gonna coat my brush. I've never used this Fenty cream bronzer before, and I don't know what it was, but like a lot of their stuff was on sale, and I felt like it was such a steal. Does anyone like miss Rihanna's like music? I know she has like kids and a husband. She worked hard, so well deserved. This is like her time to spend and have undivided attention for her kids. So it's like, it's really fair. I get it. But she's so talented and she's such like a bad, you know? I'm so glad I got the shade. It's like the perfect, it's not too warm. It's like a neutral but sheer tone on me, and it layers like it's like just the right amount of pigment, not too much, not too little. I'm gonna have to keep trying this and keep you guys posted. Let's go into blush really quickly. I have two blushes. I do have the Huda Beauty blush filter. It's their liquid blush, and I have the Anastasia stick blush in Latte, and the Huda Beauty one is in the shade Peach Sorbet. So I've swatched these before for you guys, but I never got a chance to actually sit down and use it. This is so cute. The Huda Beauty, like, this has been out for some time now, and I see a lot of people talking about it, so I might do like a quick mix. What do you guys think? I do have some powder blushes I want to put on, so I'm gonna probably stay safe today. We'll save this for another video for more like summertime. So today we'll just, you know, do the Anastasia. Oh, and it also has a brush on the other side. I don't know if I've mentioned that last time to you guys. I'm gonna grab a blush brush and I'm just gonna graze this and coat it on the brush lightly and start working her in like so. That's pretty. That's like easy to blend and to work with, so I'm actually gonna apply this straight on. Also, like, my one tip and trick is that if this is your first time doing or trying cream blushes and you're a little bit like hesitant, try this method where you coat the brush and it'll be brush to face, or you can like pre-blend it first on your hand just to see how it is, and then start applying, and it'll give you this like soft without committing to putting it right on the face. If you're like new to cream blushes, and some cream blushes are just so easy to work with that you just don't even have to do the pre-blend, but you know, just be safe, and everyone wants to have a good makeup day, you know. I'm like applying a lot because I'm like layering it because it's so easy to blend. It's not crazy pigmented. It's like satin matte, or it has to do with like, I think it has to do with like the foundation underneath, because when I blend it, it's has this like matte but kind of light sheen, so this might be a sand finish, and it gives you like such a pretty rosy shade. Okay, let's cap this. We're gonna move on to concealer now. I'm still testing out this Charlotte Tilbury airbrush concealer. So far, my thoughts on this concealer is that it's really full coverage and it does dry down matte. I do think that this is like really good for oilier gals. Not necessarily that like the dry skin gals can't use it. Just prep your skin really well, making sure you like moisturize and hydrate. And this, honestly, I feel like it should work for everybody. And I've been testing this concealer out on like my usual foundation, newer foundation. So I'm putting this to the test. If you've seen a lot of my videos, first impressions, new foundations, new everything, I've like tried this concealer. Another new one that I'm also trying out right now is the Patrick Ta. The Patrick Ta one is completely different than this one. I just want to make note that it's a lot dewier and it's a lot lighter. It's not as thick as this one. Like this one is full coverage. Like she's not playing. This is a lot more matte. This does dry down. Once it dries down, it's not going anywhere. And then once you set it, it's smudge proof. So that's my current thought right now. I still really like my Make Beauty and the Estee Lauder Double Wear. Like those are just holy grails. So I'll keep updating this. I should have my final thoughts soon. But so far, I do not have any complaints about this concealer. Okay, now let's set our face. So I wanted to touch base back with this NYX Wonder Snatch Loose Setting Powder. I do want to preference that my thoughts on this last time is solely based on the shade. I got the wrong shade. I got shade 03 Peach something, which was way too dark for me and it was just not brightening my under eye. So I went back and bought shade 01 Sugar Serve. I could have gone away with 02. It was like this pinkier shade, so I'm probably gonna go buy 02 just to have a pink and like more like beigeier shade. But this is really good. It's messy though. Like this is the container. It's small and messy, but it's okay. The content inside, fabu. So if you are oily, I do think this is worth a try. Do I recommend it over my L'Oreal one? Not quite yet. I need to keep putting it side by side, wear tests, try the pink one before I can say that this is better or not than my L'Oreal Infallible Loose Setting Powder. But this comes really close. That's my thought. I will keep trying this and keep you guys posted on my final thought. But so far, this is a good powder. So I'm going to put this Milani Baked Bronzer on. It's in the shade Tuscan Tan 02. This is what it looks like. It's gonna give us more of a luminous bronze. Dusty, but I'm just gonna set that cream bronzer by Riri. I was thinking about getting laser hair removal because the other day I waxed myself because my mom wasn't there to help me. Usually she's the one that like does it for me and helps me wax. I try to do it at home because I get like super weird when people like touch like sensitive areas, which is like my legs and my armpit and my bikini line. So I try to do all of that by myself, just simply because it's just more comfortable. And I've been thinking about actually going to get like a laser treatment so that I don't have to keep doing this over and over. I'm gonna go in with the Burt's Bee blush in the shade 1210 Shy Pink. I don't know if I told you guys, but we got a 3D printer and we've been printing grid affinities. Like they're like these grids where you can print like custom size to store anything you want, like in your drawers. So I have 3 IKEA Alex drawers in my room that stores all of my makeup, and I was able to print like storages for all of my makeup currently right now. And one IKEA Alex drawer took 3 days, guys. 3, not 1, not 2, but 3 whole day. And I did not expect that, but now I'm gonna do it for all of them, like even though it's such a hassle. Also, I like to put my blush like in my temples and making sure that everything's cohesive, and buff it over my nose as well too. Anyway, side rant is that I'm gonna do it for all my drawers, even though it's like so tedious. It's so organized. My drawers do not slip. Like, you know, like when you buy something that's not custom to your drawer, there's like a little empty space in between them, so whenever you open your drawer, it'll like slide back and forth. I was just getting over it. I was so annoyed. I was just like, no, I cannot do this. So I'm like printing it, and now my drawers are all organized, and just wanted to share. Just want to share. Nobody asked though. So let's set my brows with this KJH Nano Set Brow Gel. This one is a clear, transparent brow gel. This is what the packaging looks like. This is a indie woman-owned business brand. I'm super excited to try this. I don't know if this was like a free gift with purchase or something, but oh my gosh, look at this wand. Wow, that's a skinny wand. Let's see if this holds. I really like this skinny brush. It like combs through every single hair of mine. I really like this like feathery brow look. So that's what we have right now. Cute. Cute. And then for highlighter, I'm gonna use this the correct way now. This is the KJH brand. This is in the light gold and light pink. I've used the light pink. You've seen me use the light pink already. If you haven't, it's in my previous video from last week where everything was a mess. What we went through together, it was a roller coaster of a mess. So this is what you're supposed to use the highlighter with, is this serum. It's a clear serum. So today, one side I'm going to use it without the serum because I haven't used this without the serum yet. So I'm very excited. So I'm just gonna grab this and like dip my brush in, really swirl it and pick up the product. So I'm just gonna lightly apply this all over my cheekbone. So this is a more golden shade. So this is what it looks like on my cheeks and cheekbone without the liquid serum. Okay, now we're gonna put a little bit of the liquid serum in here, and this a little goes a long way. So I try to like just not pump too much. I don't do a full pump. Like I kind of do like a half to like 1/4 ish, 30, 1/3 to a half pump. So I'm gonna swirl this all together, and it's very wet, and I will show you the magic of this. Do you see that? It gives us like very glassy, very wet. So you can do without or with the serum. Like, I know you gotta buy the serum separately, so if you want this like glassy wet look, it has like a similar glassy wet texture. Okay, now that we look real shiny, let's take some of the lip balm off right now. Okay, lately I've been loving putting this Ravie lip blur in Opal, and I mentioned this before, it like fell out during transition and it's now sold out. So, and I love it so much that we're just gonna let that go because this is so nice. What I do is I take this lip blur and I outline, and it gives like a very soft, blurry look. It's not like your regular lip liner pencil. Like, this is just like, it's like a chubby lip blur stick. It's enough pigment where it's there, and Opal is like this your lip but better shade, if that makes sense. I use this to more like a contour all around my lip, and I love it. It's like one of my favorite. I really want to get my hands on the shade Mauve, but that's been sold out for a long time now, and I just can't get my hands on it, so I'm waiting for the restock. I'm going in with the Ravie Beauty Almond lip liner. This reminds me of Almond from Makeup by Mario, and what I do with this is really define the contours right up there, make it a little bit more contoured, like deepen and darken. You see here, like I go in with the lip blur, and then this is really focusing on my Cupid's bow and right underneath for a more shadow. I'm pretty much doing like, let's just say the lip blur is like bronzer all over, and then the contour and ashier darker shade is like chiseling certain sides and certain area of your face, and that's what I've like done. I know a lot of people do like bronzer or contour underneath. I don't like that method very much. So yeah, I do it this way, and it just works for me to have a lip blur and then putting this any darker lip liner. So I do have a L'Oreal lipstick in the shade 601, Worth It. I also have two Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb Stick. This was from the 50% sale. And it wasn't just at Sephora. Like, I did Sephora and Ulta. Whenever there was something that was out of stock at Sephora, I would hop onto Ulta just to see if it was available onto Ulta, because I feel like everyone shops at Sephora so much that like the stock just goes out often. This is the Fenty Gloss Bomb Stick. I got the shade 03 Fenty Glow, and Is It Fussy 04. So let me swatch this. Fussy 04 is your mauve shade. It's like a glossier version of the L'Oreal, and it smells amazing. It smells like candy. This is my first time using this, and I just, again, with the deal, I just try to take advantage of it. And this is the 03 Fenty Glow. It's a lot more orangier. I'm probably gonna not use this one today. I'll leave it in this drawer and we will revisit it. I'm gonna start off with the L'Oreal Color Riche Worth It 601. Smells good too. All the lip stuff smells really good. I hate it when the lip product is the one product that I am okay with, like those candy, yummy, delicious scent. Kind of want to stop here because this sad matte look looks really nice, but we're here to try on makeup, so let's put this on top to make it shine. I'm just gonna put it on like the center of my lip just for a little gloss, like so. It's like the same shade but glossier. That's what it looks like. All right, let me set my makeup. I'm so oily and I need a good, this is the, I forgot to mention, this is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray Matte Blur. That's a long name. Okay, let me finish my hair and we'll be back to see this final look. Alrighty, everyone, this is the final look. I am really happy with the way that this looks. Very glowy, dewy, but still natural, wearable, not like so over the top. So yeah, this is the final look of all the products. I'm so glad that I did this video because last week, a lot of these products were just complete miss. Like for example, the eyeliner did not look like this last week. If you know, you know. Same with the highlighter. The highlighter was very glowy, but I just felt like the foundation underneath was also very glowy. So everything was just Tin Man, oil, shine, and slip. So everything last week just felt like it was going to slip off my face, genuinely. So there you have it. This is the final makeup look for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day ahead and a wonderful rest of your week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye now, everyone. Mwah.